Good morning, guys. I figured I'd do a vlog. That way I could kind of update you on things. And yeah, I'm just having my smoothie real quick and reading a bit. I'm reading our book club book. We are reading Blood Over Brighthaven by Emma Wang. And oh my gosh, it's good. It's really good. I'm like almost 300 pages in, so I'm almost done. Probably gonna finish today. We'll see. I have quite a bit of driving time. I've been reading the actual physical copy and audiobooking. The audiobook is so good, actually. Not that I don't like the physical reading, but like the accents, and I don't know, it's just maybe my favorite audiobook I've ever listened to. So stay tuned. But yeah. Hey guys, I've been doing a terrible job vlogging today. After that clip, I basically had my breakfast and then I got ready and headed out. I got my CPR certification, which went really well, and then I was able to do some returns. You guys saw the haul. I didn't end up keeping that long skirt, and then I returned the jacket as well, the more like workman's type jacket. But yeah, and then now I had lunch with Grant, and now I am having a little brownie and milk combo. But I figured I would just talk to you guys. I have been doing the audiobook. I'm almost done with my book, and it's getting really good. I don't know what's gonna happen because everything's basically like exploded, and I have no idea how they're gonna fix it. And yeah, but update on everything else that has been going on. I really have had kind of a tough time when things stress me out, or I'm just like don't know where to start. I procrastinate, and I know that's normal, but I don't know, especially with like the political atmosphere right now in the US, it's kind of tough because the areas that I was looking to search for jobs in are areas that are now might be impacted by like the federal grants and loans and things like that. And so I'm really a little concerned about that. Maybe more than a little, a lot concerned about like the actual opportunities that those positions might even be available going forward and stuff this year and things like that. Because it seems like older adults might be impacted, as well as women's health, and yeah, it's just really hard. And then also just a lot of these different populations are being targeted as well, which obviously as an OT you work with a lot of people that are more vulnerable populations and that need services and help. And when I was talking to one of my friends, we had gone to Hawaii recently for a vacation, and it was really great to like enjoy that. We had it booked prior to all of this change that was happening, and it was really good to just like relax and reconnect with like, I don't know, you almost like nature and like doing hiking, going in the ocean, and just getting to exercise, do all that, I think was really helpful, as well as like having the holidays recently where I could just be around like friends and family. And then like with my birthday as well, so it's been really helpful because I think at first I just kind of was in a little bit of a, I don't know, I still felt like very stressed at first, and then I think as time passed it felt like this was the right decision for me, just going based on how I was feeling, and was able to like let that go. And I think not doing anything specifically and just like trying to do the things that bring me joy and like make me feel like more recharged and things like that was very, very helpful. And then also just having friends and family and like loved ones and Grant, that just like support those decisions So I could kind of return to my like mental health like equilibrium or like balance and everything. I don't know what you would want to call it, but like I think that was really useful. And so like this week I'm finally able to like do like renew my CPR and start getting things together in my resume, but I still feel a little, I guess, apprehensive because of like everything that's been going on as well. And sorry, this all to say that we ran into one of my friends and she was kind of just explaining why she ended up moving away from OT, and she had stated just like this kind of frustration with the systems and like being there and being able to help people, but then like they would need more help and like insurance and things like that weren't able or like to offer it, or like short staffing and things like that, where it's just like, what are we doing this for, if they can't even get what they're supposed to be getting. It was just like too much to take on in that respect. It's just, you want to help these people and then there's all of these barriers to do so, or like to provide quality care, and I understand that sentiment as well. And so that's why it's been a little hard, especially when I'm not certain about what exactly I want to go into specifically with OT. I mean, I like a lot of different areas, but I'm having a hard time being certain about what to exactly look for, and that's, I think, where the anxiety and everything is coming from. So I'm kind of there, I think, and I think it's okay to like talk about it and like make it normalize that this is the reality of the situation, and the reason I had filmed that other vlog is the same reason. Like, I wanted to actually record like my genuine feelings on things and what's going on. So that's all been like that piece, I think. But yeah, so I'll try to do kind of like weekly updates if anything is like actually happening and things like that, but I'm going to actually try and like start getting things rolling and see what is available out there, but also just contacting places and that might be of interest to me, even if I don't see like necessarily like a opening, just to let them know that I am curious or want to hear more or what have you, and yeah. But on the bright side of things, it has been really nice to like feel more like myself again and be able to do the things I love. I mean, yesterday I literally ended up doing a like food from scratch, like Hispanic food, which is a labor of love. I get a little bit more lazy, I feel like, since I moved back to California here, because my mom is very close by and I see her a lot, so I don't usually make Mexican food myself, but I did for me and Grant, especially since we had like our 2-year anniversary this week, and it's been really cool to celebrate that. And yeah, and I don't know, I think this week has also brought a lot of reflection on things. You don't know, I was in a really bad situation with my last relationship, and for a long time, and I didn't expect to meet anyone anytime soon after that relationship ended, because I just was out of sorts, I think, of just like having been with someone that was so like emotionally abusive, and then like not how would I explain it? Just like, I don't know. I didn't feel like I would want to be with anybody for, some time after that. And I kind of ran into Grant off chance after that. And he has just been so wonderful and so loving and caring. And he's just like very authentic, very genuine, very like himself, doesn't mold to the people he's around or anything like that. He, like, that's who he is, and I love that about him. And also just like our relationship, we want the same things, and he's just like an absolute sweetheart. And I say all this to say that if you've ever like contemplated like the existence of love, or like if there are people out there that almost like, you know, you see all those movies of like rom-coms and things like that, and you're just like, this is like, once you've been in a few bad scenarios, you might not think that's based on anything. But I don't know, it's just, Grant is just like so my person. I feel like he just compliments me really well, and I can be like so myself, and to be yourself without having like guards up or like questioning if like the person you're with is gonna leave you or like not like you anymore. Those are all like traumatic things that I kind of carried with me, but I feel like little by little, because it's me and Grant, obviously I get triggered by things and all kinds of stuff, but like working through that with Grant has been really helpful, because he's really made me see that I can love him, obviously, but through him loving me, I have been able to love myself more, which is like the complete opposite of my experience previously. And so I don't feel like I think about it enough almost, of like just how wonderful it is to be in this space, because these are like things that you always see, like those quotes on Instagram and stuff, like, oh, this is what you like prayed for or like asked for, and don't forget to like have gratitude for that, or like appreciation. You kind of just move on to the next things, or like the next problems or whatever. But really, it makes a huge difference to just like take some time and be grateful for those things, but also know that that's out there. If you are in denial of like having relationships with people going forward after bad things happen to you, like there are good people out here despite things that you've experienced or things like that. Like I do think if you open yourself up to the possibility, it can come. And I mean that not just with like relationships with significant others, but like friends, family, found family. Like it really is possible, and I'm just so grateful to have examples of that in my life. And yeah. I forgot to show you all these. Also, we need to do dishes. That's all we're doing next. Guys, we are outside because change of scenery, but I finished it. And just in time. Book club is tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna do 9 out of 10 stars. I don't want to say why, because I don't want to spoil anything about the ending, but I think that is what I'm thinking for rating wise. But definitely really good if you like kind of like dystopian, I would argue, fantasy, and just really like immersive. I felt like she does such a, like, Emma Wong. We had another book by her for a book club, and it's called Sword of Kagan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I only read the first few chapters, or the first chapter, so I knew she had beautiful writing, but I didn't get to finish it because work was crazy, and it was a 700-page book, and I could not fit that in my busy schedule. So you can see Echo over here. But yeah, so very good. Gonna get I don't know, might eat dinner first, or I might go work out, so that's kind of on the list. You can see Echo in the background. But yeah, if you haven't read this, or if you have read this, let me know down below what your thoughts are, because I think it's just a pretty interesting read, and I haven't read a book like this in a while, so it was really fun, and I couldn't stop. I needed to know today. Like, I think once you get past 50%, you're just like, okay, give me give me it all.